Hey Scorpios, it's Heather here with Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your January 2020 general overall spread. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Scorpio. And if you're cross-watching, welcome. You could very well be resonating with the energy that's coming through. As always, guys, it's going to be general. So trust your gut, follow your intuition. If it's speaking to you, if it's resonating for you, that's beautiful. And if not, you may want to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter sign. All right, so let's just go ahead and hop right in. We're going to see what we're getting for Scorpios. January 2020. King of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Some of you could very well have that in your chart. For some of you, it could also just be a period of really building. You know, not just building your empire, but building your foundation, laying the groundwork, getting started. It could be business related, could be relationships. Some of you could be, you know, starting something out with an earth sign, or maybe you've been involved with an earth sign for a while. It does feel like this is someone that's very much grounded and rooted in who they are. So this is you guys. This is Scorpio energy coming into their own. This is being grounded, embracing the earthliness, the stability, the reliability, getting more centered, more aligned. Some of you could be doing chakra work or, you know, grounding, earthing more, being outside more, being involved in nature more, maybe physically working outside as well. Something that really is keeping you leveled and grounded, and it feels so sturdy. It feels like, you know, you have 2 feet firmly planted on the ground and you are moving forward towards what it is you really want. I love that he's holding the coin in this one too. I know they are always, but the way that he's holding the coin in this one is so significant to me because he's just looking straight head on and he's just like, I'm working for this. Like, this is what I've wanted. I've wanted this abundance. Pentacles aren't just money for me. It never has been. It's abundance in all forms. You can have energetic abundance. You can have, you know, emotional abundance, you can have spiritual abundance, and you can have financial abundance. And for me, earth signs are very much grounded and intuitive and in tune with the earth itself and who they are. So again, if this is someone, they are definitely in tune and you're definitely feeling it. And you have the 10 of Cups here. This is, I mean, fulfillment. This is really deciding what success and fulfillment, happiness looks for, like long term. What does it look like for you? You know, are you someone that wants to travel the world? Are you someone that wants to settle down and have a family? Are you someone that wants to build a career? Are you, you know, centered and focused more in the esoteric realm? Are you doing more spiritualism and spiritually connected things? Because that keeps coming up for me for some reason. So some of you are definitely, you could be spiritually reading. You just could be doing spiritual work. Could be yoga. Again, it could be earthing, grounding, things like that. Something connecting there. This is bringing fulfillment. So whatever it is you are investing into, because the King of Pentacles invests wisely, you're investing into something that really is leading towards your fulfillment, your long-term happiness, which is beautiful. That's what you want to do with your energy. You want to invest in something that really matters, that can, I mean, bring a lot of happiness into your life, a lot of fulfillment. And again, if that's a relationship for you, if there is a particular earth sign you're connected with or someone that's very earthly, energetic, wise, there's definite potential for happiness, or you've really been feeling it. You have the Queen of Swords here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queens, fun fact, because I've been implementing more astrology into my readings, King energy is always fire. So King of Pentacles is fiery earth. So all the times it's specifically a Capricorn card for me, just because cardinal earth is Cap. The Queen of Swords is watery air. So this is someone that is very much emotionally discerning. You know, this is someone that is very wise, demands respect, commands respect and honesty from people. You know, she doesn't play. And I say she, but keep in mind, it's gender fluid, the cards are. Energetically, Queen of Swords doesn't play. She doesn't mess around. She's very much, it is or it isn't. It will or it won't. This works or it doesn't. I'm not playing around anymore. I don't have time for this. So I do see that whatever you're working on long-term and building, you're being very discerning and very wise with your time and your emotional investment too. Not just your energetic or physical, but emotionally. I've sounded so Texan right then. I'm sorry. You're very much investing wisely. I love that for you guys. Scorpios, I do feel like, to me, you guys are fire water. That's just how it goes. I feel like you were the most intense, passionate, just enigmatic, transformative energy. You guys, there's no denying a Scorpio energy. I'm raising two. I have a Scorpio rising child with a Virgo sun, and I have a Gemini rising with a Scorpio sun. I'm raising them. There's no denying their energy whatsoever. With that being said, though, the practicing of discernment of where to really invest the passion, the time, the effort versus, as younger, when it's hard because you have to reach an emotional maturity and clarity within yourself to really invest wisely. Otherwise, you get, intense about so many things. And I feel like this is you guys getting so grounded in what you want and where you're headed and your vision and your clarity that you're not going to fucking invest where it's not going to lead to growth anymore. You're just not. You're refusing to do it. That is very much Capricorn and Jupiter right now. Where you invest and where you put in the work is where you'll find the growth. So you are being very wise and discerning with that. And I love that, Scorpios. Okay. Yeah. See? Okay. Energetically, where you're going to invest. The battling within yourself. You're no longer doing it. With the Queen of Swords there, you could be internally, emotionally, kind of energetically caught up when it comes to a Queen of Swords energy. So again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. More so, I feel like this is you guys discerning. You're not allowing yourself, see, that's what it is. Like I said, focus, clarity. You're no longer allowing other energetic things and anything to really dictate what you're doing at this point. So this Five of Wands with that Queen of Swords, it's being discerning about what you're going to energetically allow into your life, what you are finding passion in, and you're not going to battle within yourself anymore over moving forward in situations, over releasing situations, over your direction. You get real clear, real precise, real grounded in what you want and where you're headed, and you don't let anything else dictate it. Magician, King of Pentacles. I mean, that's how it happens when you set your intentions. I always say this with the law of attraction because people practice it, and I'm a believer in the law of attraction. I do think that you get what you give a lot of the time. That's just how it goes energetically. But I think that if you're trying to manifest from a state of lack, that's when you denote more lack. You have to align and really get grounded within yourself, knowing who you are to move forward. I don't feel like you are going to be perfectly aligned in every aspect. That's not going to happen. Let's be real. We're human. But that Pentacles energy is about getting grounded in who you are, in your solar plexus, in your root chakra. It is really getting in tune with you and then calling things in left and right because you are so secure in yourself that nothing's going to rock you. Nothing's going to rock you. That Five of Wands with that Queen, nothing is going to rock you because you're going to cut it out. Anything that caused you any kind of inner turmoil, any anxiety, any frustration, any of that, you're cutting it out because you know what you want. You're manifesting it. Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. Not only are you manifesting it, but again, you are bringing things in because you're willing to put in the work where it matters. I love that for you guys so much. That's what it is. The Magician is under that King of Pentacles. You're grounded, you're solid, you know yourself so well that you're calling things in left and right. You're willing to put in that work. Under the Ten of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. You're willing to finally, that's what it is. It's you know yourself so well at this point. You found so much clarity within that nothing else is going to dictate, and you're investing yourself incredibly wisely. Like, oh man, there's so much because it's under 10 of Cups. It's your happiness, really what it looks like for you. Long term. Knight of Pentacles, willing to put in the work on that. If you're in a relationship with someone that's an earth sign, you have Magician here, so it's a Virgo, Gemini energy as well, but more so earthy energy. Again, could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with that Swords card. If this is a relationship in particular, you're willing to put in the time, you're willing to invest, you're willing to move forward, and I do feel like it's a mutual thing with this energy. It's willing to invest, willing to put in the work, the time, the effort when it comes to this commitment. And not being afraid to make commitment. Knight of Pentacles, they are the last one to get there. They're the slowest knight, but guess who crosses the finish line? Knight of Pentacles. They're willing to put in that long-term work. It's like comparing a sprint to a marathon, you know. Not everyone's going to run a marathon, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the people that do, they put in a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort to get there. Three of Pentacles, but yeah, see? You're putting in effort and time. Again, on your stability, your groundedness, some kind of connection. You know, if this is a romantic reading for you, this is definitely a connection. It's definitely guided. It's beautiful. That's all I can say. It's emotional. It's beautiful. It's deep. It's centered. It brings happiness. It brings joy. It brings fulfillment. And then if this is, again, you on yourself, you in your career right now, if you're worried about that, that is you putting in work and reaping the benefits, going out, enjoying life with your friends, with your family, with your commitments, with your connections, and really feeling free to be yourself for the first time in a long time, I feel. Some of you could have had a big struggle with that, because to me, Four of Wands, it's the marriage card, you know, it's celebration, it's stability, it's the home life, but to me, it's also a feeling at home in yourself. It's being able to fully feel fulfilled within. You know, it's okay. It's the freedom to finally be who you are and being okay with it and loving yourself for it. And if that's a connection with someone, that is in a connection where someone allows you to fully be yourself, and that's fucking beautiful. Being yourself wholeheartedly, I mean, that's phenomenal, finding a connection like that. In general, with that Five of Wands, it's like you battled not only stability for a while. It's like, you know, maybe internally you were worried about your stability. You were worried about a connection. You were worried if someone was going to come through, or you were worried if something was going to work out, or you were worried if you had the ability to, you know, stand up and establish yourself like that. But you do. With that Four of Wands, especially coming in with that Three of Cups, you do. That is definitely the ability. I mean, and it's doing it on your own terms, too. That's the beauty of the Four of Wands. Ten of Pentacles is nice. It's beautiful. It is. It's long-term. It's substantial. It's putting down the roots. It's building the empire. It's all these beautiful things. But the key with the Four of Wands for me is that it's not only the earthly things. It's like taking the earth with the fire. So it's having the earthly needs and taking the fire, the passion, the drive, the inspiration, the creativity, just to fully appreciate and be energized about this connection or about the life you're living. And that's beautiful for you guys, because I do feel like Scorpios, last year was I feel like it was a big point of clarity for you. And now coming into 2020 with Uranus fully, you know, hitting that Taurus energy, and you have that Cancer North Node that's trining your sign, there is a lot of potential here for, again, finding your direction, finding your purpose, and it's going to be in unexpected ways. Freedom is going to be a requirement, but freedom to be yourself and live your life, live your truth, that is going to be, I feel like, the biggest factor for you moving forward into 2020. So let's see what else we can get for you guys. What else can you get for Scorpio? January 2020. Yeah, this is a big thing too. I've noticed that justice is coming in, right? And most of my readings, I've seen justice pop up actually. And that's pretty beautiful, because to me, Jupiter is expansion. Don't get me wrong. It is expansion. It's luck. But it's also luck from your karma. You know what I mean? It's very much, because to me, Jupiter is a very karmic planet. It is. And with Jupiter going in Capricorn, again, this is falling under the earth sign, the King of Pentacles and the Magician. You are reaping what you sow. You're getting back to you what you have put in, where you put in the time and the work, full force. It's like you've done so much work, whether it's external or internal, or possibly both. Justice is coming in, and it's coming in a very beautiful way. Yeah. Justice is coming in, and I mean, the world's in your hands at that point. You know, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? What do you want to build? It's in your hands at this point, Scorpios, and it is, I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's under the Nine of Pentacles. It's under the Ten of Cups. Literally, the happiness is in your hands, the potential, the growth. It's in your hands, and it's making a decision about where you want to head with it. I think more importantly, what you're willing to work towards is going to be a major theme for you guys. Yep. Sorry. Okay. So this is what I was talking about, the direction, the purpose, like really getting in tune with it, right? Okay. Nine of Swords, Six of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you this past year heading into 2020 have had a lot of anxiety when it comes to, I don't want to just say karma, but it's like I've put in so much time, so much effort, so much work, and it's a stress, it's an anxiety, it's a frustration, it's a worry that you are not going to get back what you've given in this life. Whether it is, again, in your job, maybe you've worked so hard, maybe you've done so much, maybe you've run yourself into the ground. My advice there would just be to make sure that you are balanced within yourself. That's what's going to alleviate the anxiety, the worry, the stress, is staying balanced in you, staying grounded, staying firm in who you are and where you're headed, trusting, having faith, moving forward, that things are working out as they should, that, you know, what you're giving out into the universe, what you're energetically putting out, you will receive back tenfold. That's just how it is. I think some of you are going to have anxiety over the direction you're headed. You're going to worry whether or not it's going to work out, whether or not this is going to be beneficial, whether or not it's going to be, you know, there's going to be growth there. My advice with that, and I'm actually going to draw one more card, but my advice with that is always trusting your intuition. Trust your gut. Get real in tune and think. I mean, think about it. And I don't mean in an intellectual way. I mean, think about it in a very intuitive way. You know, like, what do you feel drawn to do? Where do you feel drawn to be? Because for some of you, see, yeah, it's going to shift really quick. For some of you, I do feel like you are up in arms about the direction that you want to head a little bit, because you have a lot of potential here. It's like you get real strong, firm in yourself, or you get real strong and firm in a connection, right? Either or. It's something that's very karmically inclined. It's something that has come into your life for a purpose, especially with Justice card and the Magician. It's something that you've brought towards you. The opportunities that are coming forward are because of you and the work you've done, which is beautiful. That's phenomenal. You are reaping rewards. I just feel like some of you, things come in so quickly, your opportunities come in so fast that you get a little worried. You get a little, again, anxiety, stressed out, frustrated, just of the unknown part of it, the unknown aspect, because there's no guarantees in this life, right? Yeah, see? Something coming in quickly, having to make decisions. You have 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Decisions, balance, harmony, that's going to be a big thing for you. My big piece of advice is definitely going to be staying strong and firm in who you are and what you believe in and what you feel called to do. And then making the decision based off of that. Because I just feel like no matter what you do, we're divinely guided in this life. So if you make a decision and you make the decision with your soul, if you are called to make it, even if that career opportunity or that relationship isn't for a lifetime, it's just for a reason or a season, like I always say, that's okay, because it shaped you or it was called to you for a purpose. You know, you're on this spiritual journey. We're living this soulfully driven life, this human life where we have egos and we have lessons, we have karma, we have all of these things. And at the end of the day, I just feel like it's so simple to just make a decision from your soul. Make the decision from your soul and move forward with it. And it's easier said than done. And believe me, I've had to learn that lesson the hard way many a time in my life. It's making that soul-based decision and then going for it. You know, if you feel called to be in a certain town or in a certain relationship or in a certain job or, you know, doing certain things, fucking do it. Do it. Hop on board and do it. And I get it. It's fixed water. I get it. I'm a Taurus sun. I have fixed earth. I'm very much aware. I definitely know. But at the end of the day, if you don't make a decision from your soul, if you get so stifled in anxiety and fear that you're afraid to make any choice, it's a detriment to yourself because, you know, you're letting ego dictate your path. Don't let ego get in the way. And ego isn't just about being egotistical and full of yourself. Fear is ego. And that was a hard lesson for me to learn personally in my life, is that the fears that I had, it was letting ego dictate my life. Because I was so afraid of making a decision. I didn't make any decision at all. And I stayed stagnant and I stayed stuck. And my biggest thing with any of this that I'm doing is I want you guys to grow. I want you guys to grow. I want you to move forward. I want you to move into your purpose, into your soulfully driven life. And with that, it requires taking a leap of faith, and it's doing it in faith. It's not doing it with fear. It's not letting ego dictate it. So that would be my advice. Take it with a grain of salt. Stay grounded in yourself. Stay grounded in, really what you feel in your soul. You know, tuning in, I get it. Ace of Wands, see? You guys want to take that leap. You're heading towards something that you feel driven towards. Yes, see? Okay. For any of my friends out there, Scorpio friends with anxiety and just frustration, and Ace of Wands with 3 of Pentacles. Come on now. You're literally ready to have these opportunities left and right. You're bringing them in. Opportunity for something that's creative, that's passionate, that inspires you. And then 3 of Pentacles, laying the groundwork towards your foundation, laying the groundwork towards your future. This is collaboration. You could be working with people. You could be having opportunities in, a career, teamwork-oriented things. It could be working as a teacher, helping people, or working with a teacher, learning something new and being guided by someone, mentored. You could be, collaborating with friends on something creative, or, new partnerships coming in where you're doing something creative or entrepreneurial. Whatever it might be personally for you, it has a lot of potential to bring a lot of balance into your life, which is phenomenal. Again, make the decision from your heart. Make that decision and then move forward, because you have beauty on the other side. I mean, that Ace of Wands is so passionate. It's inspired. It's really like jumping into life full force, ready to take a leap. And then the 3 of Pentacles is there right beside it. Like, okay, what are we taking a leap towards? Building our future. Laying our groundwork, who we're going to be moving forward. I love that so much for you guys. Okay, so this is my ritual deck. I recommend this for anyone, all the time. I got it for Christmas. It's my favorite deck. It encompasses anything from crystals to herbs to feathers to directions to moon phases, all of it encompassed. And it really gives a little insight, a little wisdom into things, which I find so poetic and beautiful. Adds a little bit extra to the readings. So, what can we get for Scorpio? Oh, you guys have a lot of cards. Okay. Last quarter moon. Vulnerability, surrender, letting go. See? You have the 3rd eye. West direction. I love this because you see at the bottom, if you guys can see. Okay, so now I'm going to read from my little book because I have not had time to memorize it yet, because, let's be real, this book's 200 pages almost, so you guys got to bear with me. I will get it done. The Gemini and me make sure it happens, but it takes a little bit. Last quarter moon. I let go of things that no longer serve me. Just saying. The last quarter moon is a powerful time for surrendering and letting go. What's no longer serving you in your life right now? Is there something you feel needs surrendering that you have been avoiding? The energy that comes with the shrinking light of the last quarter moon can help. Making a choice to surrender may leave you feeling raw and vulnerable, but that's okay. Allow yourself time and space to explore your emotions during this time. You have the dark moon. Rest, stillness, and observation. I love that it just was talking about time and space to explore, and literally that's what this calls for. But, yeah. Okay, we have crown chakra and 3rd eye, and you have 3rd eye on this one too. So you guys are definitely spiritually tuning in and working on things. It's highly spiritual time. Okay, dark moon. Let's see. Doing nothing is doing something. The energy of the dark moon is here to offer you rest. The act of doing nothing may seem unnecessary, but it is this potent healer. Rather than doing and trying, it's time to be still and observe. If you thrive off of performing and achieving, then this act may prove difficult. Be open to new ways of healing your mind, body, and soul. It is time to look forward and rest. I love that. Okay, you have the waning crescent moon. Oh my God, you have all these moon cards. So you guys, these cycles, of course, with Scorpio, water sign, moon. It is what it is, right? Waning crescent. This is just so funny because you guys are the only sign that's had any of this come out like this. So I'm kind of excited because I do feel like it is a big pivotal point for you guys. Also, just saying now and then I'm thinking about it with the North Node in Cancer, it's trining your sign, but then you also have all this Capricorn energy, which is sextiling your sign as well. So all this Capricorn energy, this movement forward, and then you have the eclipses, Cancer and Capricorn. Yeah, Cancer and Capricorn. You have all these solar eclipses, these lunar eclipses coming through this year. It's going to be a big pivotal point for you guys. So it makes sense why there are so many moons to me now. I make decisions with confidence and trust my abilities. I love this. It's acceptance, allowance, and evolution. The energy of the waxing crescent is upon you. This card shows up in your life to tell you that it's time to consider how you want to move forward with any decision. See? movement forward, making the choice. Oh, we know. We're doing it with our soul, right? That's what we're doing. If you have several ideas or options in front of you, it's time to take an honest look at all of them and intuitively assess which option is best for you. Trust yourself and know that you cannot choose wrong. See, I love when they do this. It's always affirming. Harvest, expansion, and then gratitude. I love that because this is after the decision. I didn't even intentionally do that, my friends. It just happened. And these are 2 throat chakras. So you have 2 throat chakras, and then you have 2 crown eye, and then 2 third eye. So you were definitely up in here, guys. I'm grateful for all that has come and is still coming to me. Open your heart and find gratitude for anything in your life that brings you peace and joy. The full moon is a time of celebration and fulfillment. Focus on the good in your life and soak it all in. If you've been working through the previous moon phase rituals in order to manifest something and it has come to fruition, celebrate. If you're not where you thought you'd be at this point, find gratitude for the gifts you do have in your life and trust the timing of the universe is always in your favor. I love that. Okay, I'm going to grab one for my personal power deck here. I love this little deck. And then it's just an affirmation for you guys. I just love the energy in these. I am safe. Oh my gosh, look. More moon activity. Look at that. You guys are, I'm loving this. And there's another moon. Okay, I'm done with you guys. I'm done with this. I have permission. At the end of the day, you're divinely guided. You're safe. You have permission. Be yourself. Make the choices. Do what you need to do, Scorpios. All right, that's going to be it for your January 2020 read. I hope you guys have an amazing month ahead. This is the intention set for this year. So, make it happen. Make it happen. Do things that you feel called to do. Love and light, guys.